Well, we're back again, and we have a very interesting guest this time. He is an artist, and his name is Micah Prewitt. Hi, Micah.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
I'm so glad you came in today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And where did you hear about this?
I was actually at Lucy's Lounge last night, and I met Mike, and he asked me to come down and promote the art and the event tonight. So
that is fabulous. I'm glad you're doing that. And let me find out a little bit about you before that. When did you really start thinking you wanted to be an artist?
Well, I've kind of been an artist most of my life. I started out, as a musician at a very young age, and I always played with wood. I always did carpentry, and it wasn't till now in my life that I've actually been able to combine the two and actually kind of do my music and do the carpentry, because now I have the time. So it's been a real awesome opportunity to finally do something that I love and actually make a living at it, which is awesome.
That is fabulous. To make a living off of any of the arts is
it's very hard. It's
very hard.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I'm sure that there's something very special in your work, because if you're making a live off it, we want to see it. So I know later we'll have some of the art showing up there. But and where did you train for your art?
Well, for the woodworking, my father, we grew up in northern Idaho. He built a log cabin when I was a kid, so I watched him building growing up, and it was always an interest of mine, and he had all these tools, and I learned with him. He taught me things. And eventually, just getting into construction as a musician, that's seems to be a common story with the musicians. You take what you can get, and so I just ended up really loving working with wood and the ability to carve and make it into anything that the wood decides it could be, I guess you could say. So it's just kind of a self-trained thing. If you want to learn something, it's always YouTube that's available that you can jump online and see what's been how to do something special or whatever. So
your art is mainly with wood, right? Carving?
Yes, I do some carvings. I'll make like iPhone holders, or I'll make coasters. I have solid oak, so I'll take a stump or a knot and I'll carve it down until it has a slot for an iPhone, or if you want for like business cards, which is what I use them for. Then we have murals. Like I'll make a sign out of fence wood. So basically old fence wood. I go and I buy it from a local fencer in town, Jose's Fence, and I take the wood that he tears out, and he would normally throw it away, and then I will take it and cut it into strips, and I'll make flags, or I'll make a mountain landscape or something like that. So it looks nice in a modern home, that kind of art. So
this is art that's not just on the wall. This is 3D art.
It can be at times, yes.
Oh
yes.
My gosh, that sounds so exciting.
Yeah.
Especially if something to hold your phone in. That's because I know I got little ones, and they slip out of my hand.
Right. Yeah.
So it's wonderful that you do that too.
Well, thank you.
You're making art, but you're making useful art, right?
I try to. I think that's the idea, is that nature is, and we have this sort of common. We can find things that are very useful. That's the idea, that we are tool users, and I like the fact that I can take a piece of wood, and with very little effort, or with at least minimal effort, I can take this and a little experience, take it and turn it into something that's useful for me or for anybody. You can make a spoon, a bowl, and that kind of ability. Anybody can do it. It's just taking that time to sit down and do it. And that's why I have a job, because people don't have that time, often. But if more people did, you'd find how peaceful working with wood can be. So,
yes, I think any kind of art just does something for you.
It also makes you very congested.
Oh, the wood?
A lot of sawdust.
Does it really? Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Don't have to wear a mask.
You know what? I just bought a professional mask because I'm like, it's time. I have the other one, but it was cutting off the circulation, so I bought a nicer one.
Good. I'm glad that you did, because you want to stay healthy. You want to keep producing, right?
Yes. Exactly.
And I think you brought some things in to show us today.
Yes, I have some. I sent some pictures in.
Oh yes.
Those are the murals. Different sizes. They can be scaled. Each one is individual. I don't have like a template for anything. I basically just decide, oh, this piece looks good here. So each one is a little individual. I'm not the first one to have done these before, but I love them. They're awesome to make. They're a lot of fun, and I enjoy them.
Oh, I love them too, because they say so much, and they're just
Yeah.
a few things that,
Yeah.
that tell a story.
This one's a little bit harder to see, but this is coasters, and it's made out of solid
Oh.
oak. Essentially, I got this from a root, so the elements have rotted away all the softer material of the oak, and what's left is really dense wood. So I took
Wow.
that wood and I cut that, and it's got this kind of like star shape. I don't know if I had another picture or not, but it has like a star shape on it, or a teardrop, and that's actually displayed tonight. You can see it tonight at Lucy's Lounge.
Oh, good.
But it's really kind of interesting stuff. Once you polish these things up and you actually make them beautiful, I mean, they shine, they just pop, and they kind of look really good on a desk.
Well, wood is beautiful anyway,
it
all by
really is.
itself, it's just beautiful.
This was a knot that I made into an iPhone holder, and basically it's just cut in half, to a side where there's a notch, and then there's a knot that goes around, and it's really one of my favorites.
Wow.
Again, just another iPhone or card holder.
Wow, that is neat. So you don't have to have them in your pocket constantly.
Correct. You can make interesting shapes, like this is where the
look,
branch of a
yes.
tree splits off,
Yeah.
and then you can actually make that the bottom, and that,
Oh,
So.
those are, and tonight,
Thank you.
Lucy's.
Lucy's
Tell people
Lounge.
more about Lucy's and time and place.
Lucy's Lounge, they're open right now. They're going to be open till, I think it's 1:30, I believe, or 1 o'clock a.m. And it's a really incredible lounge down here on Olive, and it's just they're participating in the art hop. So as another guest I mentioned earlier, there'll be a lot of people out there tonight. You should stop by Lucy's, have a glass of wine. They have an incredible wine list, and I love wine. My wife is French, so I actually I'm a huge fan of wines.
Yeah,
So she's going to be down there as well, and she's going to try some of the wines. So please come down. There's cocktails. I think it was mentioned. I was noticing earlier you guys ran a thing where you were talking to the manager, and the cocktails are amazing, and the environment is really cool, and just nice low lighting, and the art. Come enjoy some art, some people. Socialize.
It sounds very exciting, and Art Hop Night is very important. People need to get involved in that more, because this is an area where there's so much beautiful art done. I mean,
Yes.
if it was any place else, if it was in New York, it would sell for $13,000 or something. Here you can get it for $1,000. So come on, come to Art Hop, see the art, see
Yes.
his art.
Please
Get your
do.
pocketbook out.
And if you want to check out my other artwork and all my wood stuff, it's all available online. You can email me at milaswoodshop@gmail.com, or you can check us out on Facebook and give us a like. That's the same thing. Just look us up, Mila's Wood Shop. Again, on Instagram and on Etsy, we have a shop as well. So give us a call or email us. My number is on the screen there, 559-960-6611. Thank you.
Fantastic. And Mila is your mama?
No, Mila, actually, my
No.
M.I. is for me, and then my wife's name is Laura, and it's L.A.
So
Mila's
Mila
Wood
is
Shop.
both of you.
She actually
Okay.
helps me in the wood shop, and she actually does the financing side of things. So.
And somebody said it was your mom, so.
Oh, I don't know who's.
I goofed.
That's okay, no problem. at all.
Anyway, I hope you're going to come back.
I will for sure. Thank you so much.
And maybe bring something small in and we can
sure.
actually see the artwork.
Will do.
Would that be
I'll make you something
Okay.
special.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for
When
having
you
me.
come back.
Will do.
We'll be right back.